Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Hey Internet, Dracofunk here, and welcome back to my Reusable Space Program. And we are here at Columbia Station, and we need more fuel. That means we need to land on the Mun and do some mining. So this is the mining ship, and we are going to land and take care of that. There's a lot of just like utility stuff that I need to do, and that's where we are today. So, what is it? Megson and Werebro are the Mun miners. I'm looking for a fairly flat spot. I think I can put it down between these craters. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. And just doing a landing on the Mun. An impatient landing. Whoops. Did not slow down a little bit too much there. That's okay. It looks like I don't have hardly any fuel left if you look at the fuel meter, but that's because this is a tanker, and therefore it has lots of room for extra fuel, which it should. I still have so much Delta V. I think I'm saving too much Delta V. Next time I do this, if I remember, I'm not going to fill the other two nose cones, or the other four small nose cones, and see if that's still too much. Alright. And, let's see, get all the mining done. I'm not going to do these other planetary missions yet. I had them in the alarm clock, just in the case. And I'd really wanted to, I thought I'd be able to do them now, and I could do them, but it would be too much and too confusing, and that's not where I'm at right now. I'm in the dark, that's where I'm at. I think I should have made just a little bit more oxidizer, but that's okay. And I'm taking off way in the dark. I'm not really sure why the lighting got so dark, because I have my ambient light turned up, but it's not working, so everything is way too dark right now. But this is me flying back. I'm going to get into about 100-kilometer orbit, and I'll do the rendezvous from there back to the space station. And this still probably won't be quite enough fuel. I really need to do about 2 more missions after this to get the moon station filled up, plus the tanker, and I can send the tanker back to Kerbal. I really, this week I might have time. I haven't had time to do really anything, and that's kind of what's held up the space tourism station building. I just haven't had time. Like, the last 2 episodes were just literal live, not my usual edited stuff like this is. Whoa! Okay. That was really close. I was not paying attention. I need to remember to actually pay attention to how close I'm coming in on the rendezvous. Otherwise, I'm liable to break something. Not foreshadowing anything at all. Alright, now just to do a little bit of docking. And then once I get the docking done, I get to do my favorite thing, which is transfer fuel all over the place. And I'm just going to really speed that up because it is the most boring part of all these missions. And this is sped up like 16 times just to give you an idea of how long this takes. Going through and checking that I've actually drained all the fuel. And it's not just draining the fuel out of the ship, it's also making sure that the fuel in the ship is there so it can go and do its next mission. I also forgot to drain the top header tanks there. And all this mission's going to do is just enough to fill the fuel tanks of the tanker itself, but not actually fill the tanks of the tanker. And there we go. I think that's all the fuel. Check and make sure everything. Yeah. There it is. That is a fuel run. And now the space truck. I need to send it back to the truck stop. Because eventually I'm going to send a whole bunch of space station parts into orbit. And the the space trucks at the truck stop will need to go get them and assemble this new space station. Now, I haven't decided where I'm going to put the new space station. I think it needs to be in a slightly higher orbit. So probably, I'm thinking like a 420 kilometer orbit. Maybe just a 400 kilometer orbit. I said 420 because it's the thing to say. But yeah, a 400 kilometer orbit can be that can be the space tourism space station. I want to make it look nice and clean and not as utilitarian as the other space stations. And yeah, so this is Space Truck 7, I believe, and we got it back into Kerbal orbit, and I'm going to put it in a 400 kilometer orbit. And start using the rendezvous planner to get it in line with the truck stop. And I may launch some more space trucks for this mission. I would like to get Space Truck 8 back into orbit. All right. So, what else did I miss? Flight Test 6. Did I talk about that last episode? I don't remember. Well, Flight Test 6 happened. It did not do the catch, which I understand, but like everyone else, I'm a little bit sad. Looking for a docking port for this. The other side seems like a good idea. I think I'm going to flip it around, though. So I think it'll fit better. Yeah, that'll do. Combination of visual and using the nav ball. Now, this is the point where I stepped away, and there were some. There was a fluke. It was after I transferred the fuel that I stepped away, and that's how Dracofunk Kerman ended up on the space station. I didn't actually have the film going at the time, so I didn't capture all that. I did record me fixing it just in case, but I probably won't upload that because it's really nothing really exciting happened. And everything is back to normal, except when I went back, Dracofunk Kerbal ended up on the space station. But here, another utility thing that I have to do is the space tram is just sitting up in high Kerbal orbit and needs to get to Enterprise Station. So I need to do a rendezvous. And I already had the target set. Eventually, this will be taking some more people to Duna. Specifically to the Duna surface base. I want to send a rover along with them. And we're going to do the rendezvous from a 200-kilometer orbit. All right. Got the rendezvous. Now remember what I said earlier. I, at this point, realized I'm going to hit the station. RCS on, try and dodge, and I did not. And one of the solar panels on the station broke off. One of the solar panels on the space tram broke off. And everything is shaking. The station's going crazy. I have again managed to hit and break a space station. or a ship. And the station's out of alignment. And... ugh. Okay. Nothing to do now, but go ahead and dock, and then I'll get the station back realigned. And I will send up a repair crew to fix both the ship and the station. And I have to be more careful. There we are. We are docked now to get the station realigned. And there is the damaged solar panel. As I said in the previous episode, if it's something I caused like this, I'm going to leave it. If it's something that the Kraken caused, then I might have it fixed by like doing quick saves and stuff like that. I haven't had to do too many. So let's get the station realigned. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and next episode we'll fix the solar panels. Thanks for watching, and Dracofunk is signing off. See you Friday.